For a number of years, Ole Miss has flirted with the halfway point between students from in-state and students from other states among the freshman class. However, according to admissions this upcoming fall, 52% of the freshman class will be coming from out of state. This has many alumni and taxpayers up in arms due to the fact that more Mississippi students are deciding against the university. I recently sat down with several in-state and out-of-state students to get their feelings on how they felt about these new facts.
Basically, what made me choose a college was that I went on a website and I wanted to see what college was best suited for me. So I did like that pretty lame, go on, match your personality and what you want for academics with certain colleges. And what was funny was that Ole Miss was one of the first colleges that popped up on my list. And I was like, what is Ole Miss? I've never heard of that school. I didn't even know it was like University of Mississippi, the full name. And when I went in depth and looked at it, I saw that they had this Croft program for international studies and this public policy program for leadership and public speaking. So it like grew my interest in it went up than I thought it would be, but I never thought once that I'd be going to school also in the South.
Texas has one of the highest number of out-of-state students attending the university. Over half of the tours given to potential students this past fall and spring were given to students from Texas.
I chose Ole Miss because I wanted to go somewhere in the SEC because my family, I grew up as an SEC kid, and we went on a road trip to pick out what college I was going to end up at. And when I got to Ole Miss and I got a wonderful tour and fell in love with the Lyceum and the Grove and everything. It's so historic, so much history, and it's just so gorgeous. The people here were amazing. They were so nice and kind. It's that Southern hospitality.
I decided to come to the University of Mississippi because both my parents are alumni. My dad got both his undergraduate and his master's from Ole Miss. And my mom didn't graduate, but she has enough credit to be considered an alumni. And also my stepmother is an alumni of Ole Miss. And so basically I was at my dad's house one summer and I saw an Ole Miss hat and I was like, I really, really want to go to Ole Miss. I actually didn't apply to any other school in high school. This was the one and only school that I applied to because me and my family just kind of felt like, why waste application money on schools that you're not going to go to? And so I came down, I visited, I absolutely fell in love with the campus. A lot of people talk about how beautiful Ole Miss is, but you really don't get the aspect of how beautiful it is until you get here and you see the trees and you see the flowers and you see how beautiful of a campus it is, how everything's in walking distance, and how nice people are. And I really feel like that's a lot of the reason that so many out-of-state students come to Ole Miss, because they get here and they just fall in love. I mean, it's already in the South, and so you have this hospitality style to it, along with this beautiful campus, and then you've got these amazing programs. You've got two schools, the School of Accountancy and School of Pharmacy. You've got 100% job placement rate. I mean, I don't know where you can get hospitality, a beautiful campus, and amazing programs like that all in one school. And so I feel like that's really the reason that a lot of students decide to come to Ole Miss.
Besides having a majority of out-of-state students, this is also expected to be the largest freshman class with well over 6,000 freshmen. Many are wondering about housing and parking, as well as congestion on campus. Beginning with the freshman class of 2016, the university will have stricter admission policies in place that require students who meet the minimum or below minimum requirements to go before an appeals committee that will decide upon looking at additional information if the students will be accepted. No one can deny that having students from out of state gives the school a great deal of diversity, but should out of state outweigh in state? With the fall rapidly approaching, only time will tell. From around Oxford, I'm Kendall Cox.